North and all the way to Creighton and then to Murray State. It was the right time for Coach Miller to be a head coach as he was introduced as Murray State's 18th head coach on March 17th. Hi, everybody. Dave Winder here with you. And you wanted some basketball in the summer? Well, we've got it. Today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, 3 games in a row. We all start at 10 a.m. Central Time as the Murray State Racers taking on the University of Calgary Dinos here today. So good morning from the Baha Mar Resorts. We are in this beautiful Arts and Entertainment Center here in Nassau. And this is the site of lots of basketball. They have a summer league that plays here, and also a regular season tournament, a multi-team event that goes on here. And we'll be telling you more about the people that made this happen here. And we're also going to be able to introduce you to some of our new staff people with Murray State basketball. And the big thing here is that you get to watch the Murray State Racers for the first time in a real game. Now, the game doesn't count, but it is a real game. It'll be played with 3 officials, and those are Brian Washer, Kyle Stewart, and Davos Lewis here today. And we're going to get to see these guys run up and down the floor and see what they've been working on for 4 months. And I can tell you they've been working really, really hard to figure out how they need to play with so many new faces. So for Murray State here, they're going to start number 7, Ben Stoltzberg out of Northridge, California. Number 8, J.J. Traynor, Bardstown, Kentucky. K.J. Tenner from Memphis, Tennessee, wearing number 10. Number 13, Mason Miller from Germantown, Tennessee, and a senior. And Fred King, who's come back home to the Bahamas here from Mangrove K, wearing number 33. And we'll get to the Calgary starters as we go along here, with Murray State getting the first possession here. Game 1 in the Bahamas. And Miller hits from the corner for the first bucket of the game. They ran a little play on the right side of the lane, and it was a smooth-looking 15-footer for Miller, and the Racers are on the board. Quick 3 by Calgary is no good. Tenner comes off with it. Racers want to see if they could get something quickly. Miller backing down Sabalaskis there. Now to King. Just backing his guy down and missed it. Good defense there by DeAndre Francis out of Toronto for Calgary. And all the way to the rim, and a foul by Dan Bomanis. He's from Latvia. And he'll go to the line for a couple here to see if we can get Calgary on the board here. So you're right, man. It has been a whirlwind for this Murray State basketball team. 15 new players, 13 new staff people. And it's just been an incredible time for Murray State in this this new era with head coach Ryan Miller. And we're really looking forward to getting it going here. As Bomanis hits both free throws, and we're tied, or misses one and makes one. Racers up 2-1 here, second possession. That's Traynor, top of the key. They hedge at the top of the key there. Tenner gets into the lane, now kicks it out to Stoltzberg. Probing. Now into King, double teamed, and can't score. Wanted a foul, wasn't there. Now the Dinos in transition, and a jumper by Martin Sabalaskis. He's from Lithuania. And it's 4-2 Calgary. Tenner underneath the goal, kicks it out to Miller for a 3. Hits the back of the rim. King had a little tip at it. Stoltzberg came in. Might have been a foul, but no whistle. And a quick 3 for Calgary, and good. By Miranda Dhaliwal. Hometown kid from Calgary, and it's 7-2 Dinos. Stoltzberg spins to the lane. King's going to shoot a 3. That was short. And the Dinos want to run again. Another quick three. Offensive board blocked by Trainer, and he'll bring it up. Racers down by 5 here early going in the Bahamas. Game 1. We're playing 3 days in a row here. Tenner for the quarter. That's good. Racers get their first 3. Cuts it to a 7-5 lead. It's been physical so far. It was yesterday, too. Calgary played Nevada. Coach Steve Alford's got his team here. And that was a very physical game. Tenner gets all the way to the rim and scores. And I watched this team the last 2 days have, during their normal practice, had some great scrimmage play. Racers didn't get back there, and lucky that the shot was missed. And then Miller hits a 3 in the corner in transition. And the Racers regained the lead, 10-7. Murray State 2 out of 4 from 3-point range so far. Tenner and Miller have hit it. There's a shot in the lane for Dollywall again. He's feeling a little bit. And the Racers by 1 as we near our first media timeout today. And on these media timeouts, we're going to have some of our staff stopping by here for some quick conversations, just so you get a chance to meet them a little bit. And look at Mason Miller come flying in and dunked it. Then they call a technical foul. Was it on Miller? I don't know if he said something after he dunked it, maybe. It was on Miller. Oh, the replay, I didn't quite see him say anything. But anyway, that brings us to our first media timeout here in the Bahamas at the Baha Mar Resort. Murray State leading 12-9. Kind of set it here. 5 for 11 for the Racers from the field so far. And 2 out of 4 from 3-point range. Haven't been to the free throw line yet. Here's a look at the early highlights here with Miller hitting. And since we're not running commercial breaks today, we're probably just going to stay on the whole time. So that'll be a little bit of a bonus. It'll be like old-time radio. You just stay on from start to finish. That was a really good play there by Tenner, and then the 3 in the corner by Miller. So that's some of the early going here. We'll be showing you some highlights during the breaks. And I want to thank our production company and John Nutt, the director and producer, and the guy who began the production company, 10th year seniors. I love that name. Anyway, he's got a great crew here, and you can see by the product you're seeing on air right now, it looks good, it sounds good, and it's really awesome. So thanks to those guys for putting together a great setup here for us. So we'll come out of the timeout here. Calgary's got some free throws on the technical on Mason Miller. Technical foul is on number 13. That was his first personal foul, second team foul. At the line for Calgary. And there we go after the technical foul. Racers have a 12-11 lead. And the Racers staying with the 5 they started with coming out of the timeout here. Calgary subbed in a couple of guys here. We'll get to those. One of them's Hayden Franson from Salt Lake, Utah. He had the ball there, number 10. And also Eli Jordovich from Vancouver is in there now. Racers still with their 5 of Tenor and Trainer, King, Miller, and Stoltzberg. So a decent little crowd has gathered here. A lot of our family, a lot of families here with our team and the Calgary team as well. Now back to action. Miller chests up into paint and then fouls. And the foul was on the second contact. That chest up that he had was good against Eli Jordovich. So it'll be two free throws here coming for Calgary. And the first one's up and good. Calgary hasn't missed from the line yet. 5 for 5. And our game is tied, and Calgary will try to take another lead here. 12-12, missed it. King, I think, touched it last. Maybe the Racers got a fortunate whistle there. I thought King touched it last, but they say Calgary did. Racers get the ball back. 4.5 minutes into this one here. Murray State basketball from the Bahamas. King goes in and dunks it with the give and go with Braden Shorter, who just checked in. Shorter, a newcomer from Springfield, Missouri, out of Washburn University, where he hit 162 threes in 2 seasons at Washburn. Loose ball. I thought it might have been a travel there. Shorter's got the defense at the top of the key. There's a 3 on the way short, goes out of bounds. Franson took the 3 with it being contested by Stoltzberg. And the Racers come back the other way, leading by 2, 14-12. Tenor slipped, hit a wet spot or something. Now Calgary's going to try to finish it, and Francis does so. Or not Francis, it was Franson to tie the game up at 14-all. I guess we had a wet spot here. Sometimes the sweat gets on the floor. But I will say it's rather cool here in the Arts and Entertainment Center here at the Baha Resort. We haven't had any, and it's really hot and humid outside, as you can imagine. We haven't had any problems with the floor sweating or anything like that. So now a couple of more newcomers here for the Racers in there. That's Matisse Corbin from France, a freshman. He gives it to King, and he just muscles his way down and scores. After an 0-3 start, King's hit a couple in a row now, and a steal. Corbin gets it on the far side, flips it to the near side. That's a newcomer, Lane Taylor, out of Farmington, Arkansas, who's in there. King cuts across the lane. Trainer in the corner for 3. Short. King doing the work down low and scores. Well, I'll tell you, there's not anybody on the Calgary team's going to be able to stay with Big Fred King today. And Fred has just been, he just told me he's just been blessed by being able to come back home like this. He's got a lot of family here today watching him play. We're going to talk to him after the game. And a great job of defense by Lane Taylor. And you see the Murray State bench come alive over there. Tenor came out of the game after he slipped on the floor a little bit, but it looks like he's okay. It was about time for him to be subbed out anyway. So now it's Lane Taylor, Matisse Corbin, and also a newcomer has checked in too, Brock Weiss. He's got the ball top of the key, big guy from Memphis originally. There's Matisse Corbin driving, now in a Trainer, in the lane, scores. Power move by J.J. Trainer out of Bardstown, Kentucky. He was at DePaul last year and Louisville before that, and the Racers have got him for his senior year. He's a heck of a player. So we dip under the 11-minute mark here of the first half. Weiss had good defense there. He didn't foul. Shorter And the ball tipped out of bounds on the break. Another newcomer is going to check in for the Racers here. Lachlan Creighton wears number 14. He's a freshman out of Fielding, New Zealand. He was part of the NBA Without Borders prep program, competed in that, and was in some tournament play this summer as Corbin goes down the lane and gets fouled. I don't know if they're going to, they did say he was shooting, so it'll be 2 shots for Matisse Corbin. So Corbin goes to the line. It'll be the first free throw today for the Racers. Racers haven't been to the line yet. Shooting well from the field, though, 9 out of 16. 2 out of 5 from three-point range. As Matisse Corbin steps to the line. And I've done some research. I believe, and I was talking with Neil Bradley, our Hall of Fame announcer, voice of the Racers in the past. I don't think Murray State's ever had a French player on our program. If they had, I don't know about it. So we're going to call Matisse Corbin the first French player to ever be signed by Murray State basketball. Missed the free throw, and Shorter got a good look from 3, but couldn't come up with it. As the Racers lead it by 7 here, going to the 12-minute mark of the first half. And defensively here in the workouts in the Bahamas, Coach Ryan Miller's been talking about ball pressure. Really making the team drive it, which they did there, and it was a nice move by Beckett Johnson, who drove it in there and scored. 21-16, Racers in front. There's Taylor's first attempt in and out. And Dan Chayoki is in there. I really like that kid, number 13. I watched him yesterday. He's from Fort McMurray in Ontario. And we're to our second timeout here. And as we get to the timeouts here, we're going to go ahead and put those on. We're going to try to introduce you to just some of our new staff, and I've got Jordan Verhulst with us here. He's assistant coach and offensive coordinator, and joins the Racers from Memphis. Also coached the NBA G League with Grand Rapids, and Grand Valley State, the same school. Your alumni is the same school as Dan Skarka, Murray State head baseball coach.
I found that out during the World Series run. Him and I actually were on campus at the same time, so it was pretty interesting.
Oh,
right?
So you guys actually went to school together at Grand Valley State. How about that?
Didn't know it, but
How about that? Well, just tell us here, what drew you to Murray State? I know it's Coach Ryan Miller, but just tell us how all that went down and how you became a Murray State Racer.
Yeah, actually, I've known Coach Kuiper and Coach Miller for a long time, and then Coach Wade through all the Memphis connections, and so coming from Memphis, it was going to take like a special place, special opportunity, and that's what this is. So to be able to be in charge of the offense and learn from someone like Coach Miller and the Creighton way that he's got established here is unbelievable, and an opportunity I couldn't pass up.
So, in a broad sense, this is from a novice basketball guy, it seems like your offense is multifaceted. From what I've seen, you could play any number of ways. Tell us about that.
Well, we got about 130 plays in so far, and Coach doesn't want to run any of them. He wants to just get up and down the floor as fast as possible, and those are for when we're in controlled setting or whatever, but he wants to just play fast, get up and down the court.
And what have you seen from Racer Nation so far, just being in the family?
My first day on campus was the day we beat Duke to clinch to go to the World Series. So, see all the buses and everybody coming in and welcome parties and send-off parties. It was great. And so I can only imagine it's going to be the same for basketball season.
And one more question before we let you go. I feel like everybody's kind of going through this, 15 new players, 13 new coaches. Some of you guys knew each other before, obviously, on the coaching staff. But tell us about the dynamic of just trying to bring all these guys together, and some of them are from out of the States too.
For sure, and so it's tricky, but at the same time, that's why we have this trip. It's an unbelievable opportunity. Great execution out of there. Timeout, Coach Miller. It's, for this to be able to be put together, we get the 10 extra practice days, and then the team bonding, and we got so much extra time together. coach can establish his culture, and you know, we can be so far ahead of the curve. So we appreciate administration and everybody for making that happen for us.
Yeah, we really do. This trip came at the right time, didn't
Absolutely.
it?
Couldn't be better.
First year group.
Yep.
It's really great to have you in there.
Yep.
All right, we'll let you get back then.
All right, let's go.
Thanks, Jordan.
Appreciate
it.
Thank you.
Jordan
Go
Verhulst.
Racers.
Yes, go Racers. Jordan Verhulst, assistant coach, offensive coordinator for the Murray State Racers. And we'll be trying to run some of those guys over here as the day goes on, and just let our Racer Nation get to know these guys a little bit. So let's reset it here as Calgary turns it over. There was a tip ball there, and they said that it wasn't, I guess it wasn't tipped, so that Calgary fumbled it into the backcourt for a turnover. That's their second. Racers have only turned it over once. 11:14 to go here in the first half. And it's a 23-16 lead for the Racers. And on the floor currently, that's Brock Weiss with a three, top of the key. Lachlan Crate gets the rebound and scores. What a power move by Lachlan Crate, the freshman from New Zealand. Then you've also got Lane Taylor in there, Matisse Corbin, and Braden Shorter. It's a loose ball. Racers couldn't pick it up, and then it turns out the Racers were taken off, thought they had possession. And it was cleaned up by Hayden Franson to make it a 25-18 lead for the Racers. There's Crate. Just big boys him inside for the layup. He needs to flex after that. And the Racers are pressing and turning him over. Shorter's got it top of the key after Crate got the steal. Corbin kicks it out. Three-corner from Taylor. No good. Calgary comes the other way. Alex Volkovich and the break. And a layup miss. Wow, this is really up and down here at the moment. Calgary regains possession there. And then they kick it into the backcourt for another turnover. And finally a whistle here. That was quite the segment there. Not much happened. A lot of loose balls happened. But the Racers have it here. Up by 9, 9:50 to go here in the first half. So Taylor came out. We'll get our first look. Let's see if somebody else came out too. Taylor came out. And into the game for the Racers, Javon Jackson, and wearing number 22. He's the transfer from UIC. He'll run the point here. And also freshman Tristan Ford from Chicago. He's in there. In the corner to Corbin, shot fake, underneath, and scores. What a beautiful play by Matisse Corbin. That's his first field goal today. Racers up 29-18, largest lead of the day. First half of the game here in Nassau, Bahamas. A three-try from the corner by Bomanis, no good. And the Racers really pushing the pace here. There's Jackson, pulls up. Corbin gets a screen from King. Now back to Jackson. Falls down, but the ball went right to Ford with 12 on the shot clock. Ford spins. Ball knocked into the back. Snow over and back. It was tipped. And then a block. Calgary wanted the over and back, but it was tipped by Calgary into the backcourt. Corbin's grabbing his shorts, so he's going to come out. He's gassed. So Corbin checks back out. Mason Miller comes in. So to reset the starting five, Trainer's also back in, along with King, Miller, Jackson, and the freshman Tristan Ford. You're going to love this Tristan Ford kid, too, from Chicago Prep Academy. Hometown, Rockford, Illinois, 6'3" freshman. And he is as quick as a hiccup. So he and Jackson playing the guards right now. Jackson's going to back down. He's double teamed. To King at the free throw line. He backs in. Can't score, and can't score again, then a foul on the rebound. You know, watching that Calgary-Nevada game yesterday, Dan Chioke, I really like him, number 13. He was really trying to body up best he could with Fred King. Man, King is going to be a load in the Missouri Valley Conference. He's a true big man. We've got him as 6'9". That's probably about right. And 260. Knocked down the first free throw and makes the second. King's got 8 points to lead the Racers. 3 out of 7 from the field. And Coach Ryan Miller continuing to try a little backcourt pressure. Racers double team down on the block. And there's a steal by Ford, but no foul. Could have gone either way. Aiden Smith kind of lost control, I felt like. And he had basically handed the ball to Ford, but the foul was called on Tristan Ford. That's the Racers' 5th team foul. Calgary's got 4. And Calgary back on offense, trailing 31-18. A 3 on the way, no good by Dollywall. Now Miller, quick 3. King gets the rebound. That's 7 offensive rebounds already for the Racers. But then they lost it out of bounds. Jackson couldn't handle it over there in the corner. And a timeout on the floor. Take a media timeout here. 7:46 to go in the first half. 31-18 Murray State. And we're going to welcome in Mardrakus Wade to the show here. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you good.
All right. Well, everybody say hello to Mardrakus Wade of the Murray State Racers, assistant coach and advanced scout and special teams, as we kind of look at some of the highlights here. Mardrakus, what are you thinking so far of the first real game we've played?
I'm good. Guys got a little jittery out there, kind of being a little careless, making plays we normally make in practice. Hopefully after this first half, second half, we kind of calm down a little bit and kind of play the style we want to play.
There really is something about the start of the game and adrenaline, because it'll run out eventually.
Right.
And you kind of get your second wind, right?
Absolutely. I'm just proud of these guys. They're competing. They're flying around. They're trying to do the right thing. So hopefully we can just keep building on this and keep moving forward.
Well, everybody, welcome Mardrakus Wade to Racer Nation here. He's been here for a while, and man, it's really glad to have you here. It's been great to get to know you guys, but this is a process that really started the day that Ryan was introduced, March 17th. And just tell us about the consistent days you guys have put in to, first of all, recruit 15 really good players.
Right.
And we're still looking for, from staff people and such. Already recruiting the next go-around. Just tell us about how you guys are doing it as a staff, as a group.
I'm enjoying it. I'm soaking it up. Every day we're getting better. Every day we're learning about each other. We're learning about our players. One thing about Coach, man, he's really dedicated to the process. We're taking it one day at a time. We come in there and just trying to be sponges and soak up as much knowledge and information as possible, man, and just point to these guys, man. So it's been an unbelievable journey so far. Looking forward to the season. Looking forward to just watching these guys grow, man, and mature.
Now, I want you to look up Mardrakus Wade. Look him up and look at his playing career, because this has got to be the best staff as far as what they did as players that I've ever been around at Murray State. You're a heck of a player. We got some players.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, like I said, all comes down to that hard work, and hopefully I can instill some of that into my players, and which they are doing. So I'm proud.
Well, I want to compliment you guys, because what I see every day is a staff that's got enthusiasm. Yep. And you will not let your team not have enthusiasm.
No, not at all. Every day we bring it. We say you got to bring your hard head every day. Even the days you don't feel it, you got to come out. You got to bring it out, and we got to bring it out of each other. So every day we got to push each other to be better. We got to come there on 10 every day.
So I'm seeing a lot of up-tempo here. We get rebound, we're out, right?
Yes, we're flying. We want to go. We want to play fast. We don't want to play no half-court basketball.
And one more question before we leave. How have you found being a Racer Nation, man, and being part of the family, man? We're really glad you're here.
Man, I'm so happy and blessed to be a part of it. I just know the culture and the people that care about it, and they want to see us successful. So that's what it's about. So as much as they care about us, we care about them as well. And so we want to do our best and put our best foot forward in anything we do, day in and day out.
All right, Mardrakus, I'll let you get back to the business over there, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Thank you. Mardrakus Wade, assistant coach, and also advanced scout. He's going to have a big hand in how the Racers prep for opponents, and then also he'll be in the area of special teams. All the special parts of basketball, Mardrakus is going to be a part of that too. All right, 6:52 here to go before the half. And it's 36-20, Murray State on top. They're shooting 53% from the field on 15 out of 28. Mason Miller's 4 out of 6. And holding Calgary to 39% and 1 out of 7 from three-point range. Oh, there's a one that goes down right there for Martin Sibilauskas to make it a 36-23 game. Trainer takes it in and draws the foul. I think the foul will be on DeAndre Francis. Yeah, number 23. So that'll put the Racers in the bonus. 7 team fouls for the Dinos and 5 for the Racers. And J.J. Trainer to the line here out of Bardstown, Kentucky. He's also doing some looking too. Looking at, and I told J.J. this, the past players we've had for Murray State, you have to go back to 21-22, Jackson Civils, who played more than a walk-on role, and then Javion Eves, 2020. And then to go back before that, it was way back, it's probably 2006-07, Daniel Ard. Players from Kentucky who played a big role on the team and weren't just walk-ons. And J.J. Trainer, he's an incredibly talented forward. And I just think he's one of those guys that might fly under the radar a little bit in our league as we get started. But he's going to be an integral part of what the Racers are doing. He's also wearing one of the numbers now that you can wear. He's wearing number 8. So we got a few of those on the roster as they've been slowly creeping in last couple of seasons. That's KJ Tenner. He started the game at point for the Racers. He's in there with Javon Jackson now. We'll see how this goes with those two. Jackson stops at the free throw line, just dumps it into King. And King put a big mid out there and just scooped that ball up and laid it in for a 16-point Racer lead. Calgary tries to run, air ball. Jackson leads it. Tenner back to Jackson. Calgary got back nicely on the transition there. There's the handoff from King, rescreen. And Jackson kicks it to the corner. Trainer's going to back it in. And the hook rolls in for J.J. Trainer. And a foul on Trainer in the backcourt. About ready to dip under the 5-minute mark here of the first half of the first of 3 days of basketball right here as the Murray State Racers play their summer tour, the 2025 Bahamas Summer League. Calgary is here, the Racers are here, Nevada is here, and then there's 2 teams from the Bahamas who will be here. The opponent tomorrow is from Raw Talent Elite, a club team here that will play tomorrow. Racers got another stop right there as we dipped under the 5-minute mark of the first half, working with a 42-23 lead. Here's Stoltzberg. Stops in the lane, kicks it to Lachlan Crate, who just checked in. There's Stoltzberg. Take a shot at the three. It was short. Now Calgary operates with Eli Jordovic at the top of the key. And a three by Sabalaskas. No good. Shorter comes down with a rebound. Tried to lob it into King and got it. I thought that pass might hit the rim, but King made a great catch. And he's having his way right now. 4 out of 8 from the field, 10 points. He's got 5 rebounds already. And we will talk to Fred after the game here. A lot of media attention to Fred King coming home this week. And we'll be doing that interview about as much for you all as we will the local folks who are rolling on it various places in the country. So 4:01 to go. And the free throw missed by Franson. And Dhaliwal steps in front of it and then dunks it. Racers made a pass to the top of the key, got picked off. 44-25, 3:40 to go here in the first half. Get a media timeout coming up here. Tenner with the give and go was shorter, can't score, but he'll go to the free throw line. As you look at Dhaliwal's replay of his dunk there. So we'll take a timeout here. 3:36 to go in the first half. And it's 44-25. So we'll go ahead and put the headphones on there, Cullen.
Gotcha.
So as we've got some highlights playing here of what you've seen so far, let's welcome in Cullen Neal, assistant coach and offensive coordinator with the Racers. I'll start with you, Cullen. I was talking with Mardrakas. This has got to be the best playing staff I've ever seen assembled at Murray State. All of you guys were great players, and you're right in that. Played at New Mexico, Ole Miss, St. Mary's, and then also played for your dad, right, who's on the staff at Nevada here. I just put that together yesterday. I was like, wait a minute, that's Cullen's dad, who's with Steve Alford at Nevada. So, man, it's great to have you here.
No, thanks for having me on. Excited to be a Racer, man. And, yeah, like you said, we got great playing staff, so it's good to be able to connect with the guys and really know what they're going through.
Now, Cullen, you grew up in a basketball family. Now, reading, you can go back to your grandpa and his dad, and you played. Tell us about that basketball life that you grew up in, and now you're living the basketball life.
You said it. It's a basketball life, man. I grew up in the game. I have known nothing else. I've wanted to be a player than a coach my whole life. So being able to grow up and be able to watch college basketball, grow up going to the gym every day, there's nothing like it. I love it. I just love the game more than anything. Yeah.
So I'll make an observation just by watching the practices, 15 new guys. The competition in practice is just incredible, and that has got to be to the extreme benefit of this team to have that kind of push, because nobody's guaranteed anything right now.
No, yeah, the competition is great. We got 15 great players, and just being able to go every day and practice and compete, and somebody new steps up every day. It's great to just be able to watch the guys really play and just keep developing.
So, one of your specialties is offense, and how many different ways could the Racers play? We were talking with Jordan a minute ago too. You guys have got a lot of stuff in, but what are maybe the pillars of your offense, the way you guys want to play?
I mean, we want to play fast. We want to play fast flow basketball. We want to let our guys play free flowing movement, get a lot of actions within the offense, but not necessarily sets. But if we need to, we can play in the half court, run sets, and get what we want. And then I think we'll be a great offensive rebounding team, which does contribute to offensive side as well. We have a great amount of athletes and a lot of players who can really rebound the basketball.
There's Shorter on a break, and Lachlan Crate runs out.
Yeah.
48-25. So do you think you guys will intentionally play some half court and just slow it down a little bit and run some of that stuff, or only if it happens to go in the game?
I think if it happens in the game and just with the flow and we need to run a set and get a basket, we'll do that. I think for us, it just depends on how the game flow is going, what we see out there. If we need to slow the guys down, we'll do that.
And I've been asking, as we've had guests over, just about one player. Tell me about Lachlan Crate. he could do it all. He's very strong. He's just a freshman.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at him, he does not look like a typical freshman. He's got a really great body already. He's super physical. Really knows how to play the game. He really knows how to rebound. He actually can step out and shoot it as well. So we're really excited to have Lachlan on the roster.
And then just your thought of being in Racer Nation, man.
Oh, it's great. I mean,
your family here now?
Yeah, family's all settled in Murray, Kentucky. It's basketball country, so I mean, me and my family can't complain. We're super excited to be in Murray.
Well, it's great to have you here, Cullen. Let's get back after it, okay?
No, I appreciate you.
All right, buddy. That's Cullen Neal, Murray State Racers coaching staff. He's going to get back over and do his thing on the bench. There's another turnover for the Racers. Corbin comes out with it. Bounce pass to Lane Taylor, and it's short. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go to Calgary. Racers have really stretched it out here now, 51-25 with 2:17 to go before halftime. That's a 15-2 run over the last 4:04. And they have forced 8 turnovers on Calgary. Dollywall was trapped underneath. He'll kick it out. There's another loose ball. Lane Taylor was trying to grab it in. Now he's diving for it out there. Shorter gets it to the corner for Crate. I like how Crate kind of paused for a moment and just kind of assessed where everybody was. That was a good give and go there between Shorter and Weiss, but the ball was kicked out of bounds. This facility here is just nice, folks. It's just a perfect place for just a small basketball gathering. And there's a foul. There's a foul on Weiss, I guess. Not sure what happened there, but he was called for the foul. And then just a shout out to the BD Global folks in Lexington. Of course, I go way back with Brooks Downing when he started these tournaments way back. He and I go way back into the 90s when he was the SID at UK. And we played in a lot of his events over the years, and this is really well done as well. Three-pointer there by Alex Balney from Victoria, British Columbia. Makes it 51-28. Murray State in front. Shorter tries another one. He's 1 for 3 now from three-point range. Racers 3 out of 14. Haven't really gotten it going from 3, but they have inside with Fred King. Shot from the ring on Vukovic missed, and Ryan Miller wants a timeout. Go ahead and get that timeout before we get to the half. So 54 seconds left here in the first half, 51-28. And to remind you, we're back on the air tomorrow at the same time we were today at 10 a.m. Central Time. And we're going to continue introducing our staff. And we talked about we've got so many new guys. But Brendan Mullins is here, associate head coach.
Do the fans even want to hear from me?
I think they do.
I'm the old guy on staff
I know
now.
The old guy. But tell me about this dynamic. I mean, it's been learning day by day. I've been doing it too. You've been doing it. Yeah. But how do you even go about recruiting 15 guys like that? And you guys got some good players. I mean, you just really did a good job on it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, we hit the ground running. You know, obviously, Coach being able to have some of his Creighton connection players commit early really kind of helped us, and I thought it was a domino effect after that. I mean, we really didn't miss on the guys we wanted to go after, and it's been fun to coach these guys through the summer.
What we were talking about, just the philosophy, how you want to play. Just give us a general offensive view of what you're trying to accomplish.
Obviously, you kind of see it a little bit. We're trying to play fast. We want to play and give the guys a lot of freedom. Lane finally getting one there. Yeah. You know, we're trying not to call a bunch of plays, but we've got a lot of actions in. Defensively, been very undisciplined, but they're playing hard, and we'll have some really good film after this to show the guys how we can clean things up.
That's the biggest thing. Boom, boom, boom. We got 3 games in 3 days, and you're going to be able to use that to make the team better.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. You know, the greatest thing about this team that I've loved so far is the energy. You know, from the staff to all 14 guys, and you see it. We've got a deep bench, so if somebody's not doing their job, you know, it's next guy up.
Well, we talked about that. The competition on this team is absolutely off the charts right now. Because nobody's guaranteed anything.
No, without a doubt. And that's where, you know, we're going to look to, saw it in the first half, pick up a lot more. We got to do a better job of being organized with it and being a little more disciplined with it. But, you know, with our depth, it allows us to play a lot faster on both sides, speed the teams up defensively and play much faster on the offensive end.
All right, I'll let you get to the halftime locker room then, okay?
Yep.
Thanks, Brendan.
All right.
Brendan Mullins, Murray State Associate Head Coach. And we've made it to the half, 56-28, Racers on top. And we're going to just roll some of the highlights here from the first half. And like I said, this is not like the commercial breaks that you would see normally. But we'll just roll here for a little bit. Let me take just a little bit of a break, and let me get a drink of water here.
Do you have an extra seed board? Because I got some photos I can give you now. There you go. We just drag that to a desktop or something.
Well, where's my mouse at? Let me put a plug back here. Here, I'll let you have my power. Good.
A lot of Frederick then. I got other people too.
I know. So good.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'll go ahead and send those. Thank you. Appreciate it. Wonderful. How are you doing?
You've got about 8,000 shots and maybe one good one out of all about 8,000. And a lot of blank ones and a lot of floor shots. You want to proof me?
Well, it happens. I'll look forward to going through these. I'm sure there's some.
I'll continue if you want me to, but I was like,
Well,
you know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is this sucking or I may have one good one?
Yeah, see, that's good. Yeah, see, that's good. Right there. That's a good picture. Yeah, that's good stuff. Well, look.
I had to help
Why don't you just go and watch?
All right.
Be a fan.
I had to
I
help my
appreciate you doing that.
girlfriend out during COVID year, David's senior year.
Yep. Here at the half, Murray State leading Calgary 56-28 as we've made it to the halftime intermission. And the first half stat box shows that the Racers are shooting 56% from the field on 22 out of 39. Only 25% for three-point range, 4 out of 16. They got to the line 10 times and made 8 for 80%. And they're holding Calgary to 33% shooting, 10 out of 30. 23% from the three-point line, 3 out of 13. Calgary's been to the free throw line 7 times, made 5 for 71%. On the boards, Racers have out-rebounded the Dinos 27-14 here at the half. And on the offensive boards, the Racers came up with 8 of those, with Fred King getting 3. So 27-14 lead for the Racers in the rebounding edge. The Racers had 5 turnovers against 14 assists. So really sharing the ball out there. As a matter of fact, everybody that got in the game in the first half, except for Miller and Stoltzberg, had an assist. How about that? That's one of the most amazing things I've seen in a box score. That's 10 guys out of the 12 that played that had an assist in the first half. So the Racers really sharing the ball and only turned it over 5 times. They forced Calgary into 10 turnovers in the first half. So Calgary has as many turnovers, 10, as they do field goals. And the Racers made 5 steals there in the first half. The best scoring run was 8 for the Racers early on at the 16:40 mark of the first half. Calgary had a 7-point run. And the Racers' biggest lead has been 28. Calgary was up by 5 a couple of minutes into the game. There were 2 lead changes, and we were tied 4 times. So that's a look at the first half box, as the Racers are playing the first of 3 games in the 2025 Bahamas Summer League. And tomorrow we'll be on the air right about the time they finish the national anthem, like we were today. 10 a.m. Central Time tomorrow, as the Racers take on a team from the Bahamas, Raw Talent Elite. It's a club team. They'll have some pros who are home for the summer, I'm sure, on that team. And then on Wednesday, same time, 10 a.m. Central Time, Racers take on Bahamas Elite. So that'll get you wrapped up as we about 4 minutes before we get into the second half here. Dave Winder with you, and really happy that we were able to work it out to stream these games. Again, the production company here, headed by the owner of the company, John Nutt, and his group, just doing a tremendous job. And since I'm doing play-by-play, John even took some pictures for us here in the first half, which was just incredible. You'll see some of that on our social media. You want to follow the Racers men's basketball program, the best place to go is Racers Hoops on Twitter, and we've got stuff flying up there all the time. And if you're a fan of the program, that's the great place to be. But right now, I wanted to bring in Murray State's general manager, Ernie Kuiper. And Ernie, your thoughts on the first half? It was just great to see him play somebody besides ourselves. Hey, hang on a second. Now try it.
Yeah, I said, you're not kidding. We played hard.
Yeah.
The boys shared the ball. They got after it. It's fun to play somebody new, you know?
Maybe pull your microphone just a little closer to your mouth there. So, no, it's great, man. Just to watch them actually play a real game that's not against their teammates, that's just incredible. So, the having our guys come over to talk with me, that's been awesome, by the way. Yeah. Although you forgot the first time out.
Yeah. We were zoned in on the first time out. I looked over and went, oh darn.
Because I was over here, I was like, Ernie, I need Brendan.
Yeah. I left you hanging, man. That's my bad.
So I just texted you and said, hey man, I need my guests.
Yeah.
So after that we got it rolling. But man,
yeah.
This broadcast, these guys are doing a great job.
Yeah,
this is incredible. I'm so glad that we were able to work this out.
This whole operation has been amazing. It's been so good for our team. Just thank you to our AD, Nico, making it happen. Man, he's been amazing getting this set up for us, and it's just been great giving us extra practice. Now we got, run here in a true game that we can get ready. We're blessed, man. How about on your birthday, we're diving off a boat in the ocean, swim. I mean, how amazing has this trip been, and good for the boys. I'm just so thankful.
For the record, though, I did not dive off the boat, nor did I jump off of it. Clint Eastwood once said, "Man's got to know his limitations." So I refrained from that. Oh yeah, I was in the ocean. Yeah, we were swimming with the sharks, that's for sure. But had a great time. I got to tell you, it's when you get with our young guys, you get with them away from the court. That's when you really get to know somebody better. And this has been incredible for me just to get to know these guys a little better.
Yeah, we're, like I said, when Coach Miller and, our vision was not only great basketball players, great men. I think we've accomplished that. And this trip, like just the team bonding, been absolutely amazing.
Yep.
And, in this new day and age of college basketball where teams, you're lucky to have a kid, for 2 years. So it's so important, this team bonding, being out here in the summer and getting extra practice, extra games, extra time together. It's a major advantage. And again, thank you to Nico getting this done.
Absolutely. It's just been an incredible trip. It's been really good for the team. And another thing that we've done here in the preseason is when we've gotten a game for the regular season confirmed, we've been go ahead and releasing that. And we know that we've got an exhibition at Xavier on October the 18th. We're going to open up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota against Omaha, which is your home state.
Yeah, coaches.
It's Ryan's home state. We're going to play in Sioux Falls at the Pentagon. You both are from Mitchell, South Dakota, right?
Right.
How far is that from Sioux Falls?
It's 50 minutes, or an hour or so.
It's not bad.
Home of the world's only corn palace for my friends tuning in back home.
There you go. You get all kinds of news here on this broadcast.
The Pentagon. Have you researched it? The Pentagon's
I've just seen
amazing.
Pictures of it. It looks incredible.
It is. It's absolutely amazing.
And it'll be an intimate atmosphere too, won't it? Because it's a whole about
about 3,500.
About 4,500.
Yeah.
So it is small.
Yep.
So then the home opener is going to be on November the 7th against Mississippi Valley. So get on GoRacers.com, visit the CFSB Center, man. And just think, at this time next summer, we're going to be remodeling the CFSB Center.
Unbelievable.
I just can't.
How lucky are we? Our fans are, just so thankful for Racer Nation. 4 months ago, I've heard of Racer Nation, but now I understand the noise, what it's all about.
Yep.
Makes sense.
All right, we're getting ready to start the second half here. Hey, don't forget my guest for second half here.
I'll try
Let's
not
see,
to.
who do we have? Who do we have first? Oh, we got Jehens coming over in a minute.
Hey,
so that'll be good.
I'll make sure I get all the gas.
This has been great, man.
Yeah.
Hey, and if you get bored over there, you could just come on over and sit with me. That's okay
too. I appreciate it. I'm sure I'll have a little action over there.
All right, Ernie Kuiper, Murray State General Manager. Thanks, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it, buddy.
Appreciate you, buddy. And we're about ready to get into half number 2 here. Murray State 56, Calgary 28. And this Calgary team, they have a lot of tradition too. Dan Van Horen, in his 26th season, is the head coach of the Dinos. Been to 9 national championship appearances and 1 national title in Canada in 2018. And they're going to keep playing hard, as will the Racers here. Calgary got the first possession, but couldn't score on Francis, who was challenged at the rim by Fred King. King had a big first half as they get it to Ben Stoltzberg, and he's fouled and go to the line for 2. That's right. I don't guess when we went through the halftime box, I went over who had what, but Fred King had the big half for the Racers, 12 points on 5 out of 9 from the field, 2 out of 2 from the free throw line with 5 rebounds and no turnovers. And Mason Miller hit double figures on 4 out of 6 for 10 points. That's the only 2 that were in double figures for the Racers, as Lachlan Crate scored 8 points off the bench on 4 out of 4 from the field. Matisse Corbin scored 5, KJ Tenner 7, and JJ Traynor had 6 points. As Stoltzberg gets the free throw to make it a 58-28 Murray State lead here in the third quarter, or second half of this game against the University of Calgary Dinos. Delwally from the top of the key, no good. King gets his 6th rebound. Now Tenner. As the Racers went back to the 5 that started the game to start the second half here. Tenner drives underneath the basket, gives it to Traynor for the 3-point shot. That's the 5th one today for the Racers. He had 4 in the first half against 16 attempts. Calgary rushes the ball up with Miranda Dhaliwal bringing it up, and he'll take the 3 and a good. So that's a 3-pointer for Calgary. That's their 4th of the day. They were 3 out of 13 in the first half. As KJ Tenner works the offense for the Racers. We mentioned they would like to get some reps in the half court. It looks like they are here. Miller kind of stumbled at the top of the key, but no travel to the baseline. Traynor trying to back his way in. Shot in the lane. Won't go, but he tipped it in. Kept at it, JJ Traynor. Dhaliwal down the lane, no good. Traynor gets the rebound. Racers are heading back the other way. And the lob to Fred King. Welcome home, Fred. Beautiful pass, too, there for Fred King. Trapped on the sideline. Tenner almost got a steal over there. There you see that lob. That was a beautiful play from Tenner. They'll throw it up around the rim, and then King finished it. They got it underneath. Tenner was kind of late getting there, perhaps. And Daniels Manis with the hoop and the foul. He'll go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. And we'll take our first media timeout here of the second half with the Racers leading 65-33. Glad you're with us today. This is Dave Winder. I'm the Associate AD for Communications for the Racers and part-time play-by-play guy. As we bring over Jehens Maganat, who's going to sit with us just for a moment. Yeah, just put those on, Jehens. Can you hear me okay?
Oh, I can hear you just fine.
There you go. There
Dave,
you
how
go.
are we doing today, brother?
Oh, man, we're doing great. It's just been great seeing you guys run up and down the floor against somebody other than ourselves.
Absolutely. The guys have been beating up against each other for the past 2 months here this summer, and honestly, they've done a really good job since they got to campus June 1st. And now we have an opportunity, like you said, to kind of beat up on somebody else a little bit.
Racer Nation, you're going to love this guy, Jehens. He eats enthusiasm and positive outlook for breakfast. Don't you? Don't you? You really do.
It's the Canadian in me, I guess. I don't know. I don't like to think of it as if I have a chance to have a bad day. I'm just trying to have a good day every day and try to have everybody around me have a good day as well. So that kind of comes with it. And, you know, these guys, I've been in their shoes before, being a former collegiate athlete as well. Sometimes you have bad days when you wake up, and you know, the people who you run into are really going to affect and change that for you. So I just try to be one of those guys.
Well, you certainly are. They're men, not machines.
Absolutely.
You know,
yeah.
they really are. But Jehens played for Creighton back in the day when they were in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Absolutely.
So how excited are you to be back in that competition? Because it's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. I always thought the Valley was an underrated league, even like when I played, and it certainly is now. Great teams, great coaches. The Valley is a really good coaches league. And, you know, we're going to face some adversity. We're going to face some challenges this year. But, yeah, having played in the Valley, I'm glad to say I have 2 Valley tournament championships, 1 regular season championship before Crane moved to the Big East my senior season. So it'll be good to be back in those familiar stomping grounds and try and get some victories over there still.
So I've got to give my colleague, SID, Rob Anderson, a shout-out because he had a great note in your bio.
What was that?
It was that Creighton was 28-1 whenever Jehens hit 3 or more three-pointers.
That's not bad if I do say so myself. Hey, Coach Mack, why don't you drop a little more plays for me so we could be 40-1, you know?
Shout out to Rob Anderson for that little tidbit right there. But so tell me what you're seeing out there. What did you think of the first half?
A lot of stuff that we still have to work on, obviously. You know, this is our first chance, like we mentioned, to play against somebody else. So this is our first time that guys can go into battle with each other and kind of get to know each other as we go through this little Bahamas trip here. But it's been some encouraging signs. What's really going to be valuable for us is the film that we're going to get out of here to continue to teach these guys. So that's what I'm mostly looking forward to. Obviously, you know, we have a challenge presented in front of us today, but what's really going to be invaluable is being able to watch film, being able to correct some of these mistakes, and hopefully, you know, keep a winning product on the floor, just kind of like that hustle play that our guy Vaughn just made.
Yeah, what a play by Javon Jackson right there. Saved it into tenor. And the competition on this team, it is... Yesterday, when you guys were scrimmaging, it was flying up and down the court.
Yeah, we play an exciting brand of basketball that I hope our Murray State fans are ready for. Big Fred, baby. We like to get up and down the floor. We like to shoot threes. We play the analytics game a little bit, not as much as some other teams in Division I basketball, but it's a big staple in our offense. So we have to get the guys being used to that speed. I know guys came from many different places, having played under different coaches and different styles. So the quicker we could get them adjusted to our style and our pace, the better it'll be for them in the long run. As we see Mason maybe make a corner three here.
Oh, he did a little hop to try to help it in, but it wouldn't go in. But that's the thing, when you can play deep like you can, and it looks like you will, you can play faster because the guy gets tired, you can get him out of there.
Right, exactly, and that's what we're asking the guys to do right there. Unacceptable defense from us. I'm sure we're going to see that on tape and correct that in the future. But yeah, we like to play at a high pace, so that means guys have to be, one, in shape, and two, we have to have depth. And I think that's what we really did as we brought this roster together. We really saw what we needed as far as depth and quality and talent. And, you know, these guys are still learning to play with each other, but I'm very much looking forward to what the final product's going to look like by the time we face off against Omaha in Sioux Falls.
All right, Jehens, thanks for stopping by. We'll let you get back at it then, and welcome to Racer Nation, brother.
Awesome, I appreciate it. Racer Nation, let's go.
Jehens Maganat, assistant coach with the Murray State Racers from Ottawa, the capital city in Ontario. Another media timeout here. 15:20 to go. All right, that's our first media timeout here in the second half. 71-36 Murray State. So far here in the second half, the Racers just really putting up the pressure and getting that in there, and really forcing Calgary into turnovers. And we're going to continue here. We just had a great conversations today during the game, the first of 3 days of competition. But now I want to welcome in David Sandstedt, who's now a graduate assistant with Murray State, was team man. I didn't see this right. Team manager in 2000. What year did you get here, Dave?
21 under Matt McMahon.
That's right, in 21. So 21-22 was your first season, so you were part of that great team.
Yeah, that 31-3. Won the OVC, lost second round to St. Peter's, but great year. Obviously, a lot of great players on that team. KJ Williams, Tevin Brown. They did great things. Legends still to this day. So,
yeah, it was quite a time, and looking forward to the time. I think they'll be eligible in 27, Tevin Brown and KJ Williams for Murray State Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be awesome.
They're not eligible yet, but they will be in 27. So just really looking forward to that. But so tell us where you're from out in Colorado. How did you find Murray State, and what has caused you to want to live the basketball life? Because you want to coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my dad, he was in the coaching field for a little bit. He coached at Appalachian State. With my godfather, who is Buzz Peterson.
Okay, didn't know that.
Yeah, so Buzz Peterson obviously was, people who know him, coached for a long time, and was a head coach at Appalachian State, who also played on that team was Matt McMahon. And my dad went to a lot of his games, Buzz's games, and got to know Matt McMahon very well. And obviously Buzz and Matt McMahon are very close still to this day.
Right.
They text all the time. and I was figuring out where I wanted to go to school when I was a senior in high school, and I was telling my dad, I'm like, man, I really want to, get into the field early. I want to do a lot early. I don't want to be the guy who's just sweeping the floors and getting the waters. I want to be doing more than that. And
although that's where you started.
Yeah.
And the laundry.
Exactly, yes. And my dad he said, man, let's talk to Matt McMahon at Murray State. And I instantly fell in love with the program, the town and the city. And Buzz reached out to Coach McMahon as well. And that kind of helped inspire my dream to coach just with my family and everyone surrounding me. We have a lot of great friends in the business, Bill Self, Tad Boyle, that have also kind of inspired me to be in the business as well. And just people along the way. And obviously with this great staff we have now, I've continued to hold on to that dream.
Well, and I could just tell that you all are learning from each other. You're learning from the staff, the full-time guys that are here. Just tell us about that fraternity that you guys have developed already as a coaching staff.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, obviously we're a brand new staff. Everybody here except for me and Jack are new to the program, and right now everybody's just helping each other out. I mean, yeah, we have our specific roles and we have our specific titles, but really everybody's doing a little bit of everything and trying to just build this program to what Murray State standards are, and really just trying to see how we can be a very successful team with this brand new team and this brand new staff. And I feel like the staff does a really good job of picking each other up and really gathering every mistake that we possibly can off each other, that because we're all new to this, and it's been a great ride so far. We had a great summer. Players arrived in June, and just all the new staff just continues to build on each other. And I personally learned a lot of stuff just from everybody, and even some I've learned from me on how specific stuff goes from a manager standpoint and everything. So
well, I'm just really proud that I've made your wall of fame in the manager's room.
Oh yeah.
They put up funny pictures of guys, and they're saying, well, what's my saying?
Oh, I really don't know. That's all them that did that.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, my saying is I just say, what's up, boys?
Yeah, they're fun. They're a funny group of guys, and they're honestly, I'm telling the staff here, obviously we have no managers on this trip, and I said managers are very important to this program because they pick up all the slack that the coaches need done, and they make sure the guys are good. They make sure everybody's good. Just and it's a big title around the program, and it's.
Well, it certainly is, and you see them with all the teams we play. It's the same deal. The managers are a very important part to any basketball team. Well, Dave, thanks for stopping by, man. I'll let you get back at it, and we'll see you after the game then.
Yes,
okay?
sir, of course.
All right, that's David Sandstedt, one of the graduate assistants, getting his master's at Murray State. Already graduated last spring with his undergrad, and really glad to have him stop by as Lachlan Crate slams it home right there for the Racers in 77-42. Crate wants some more in the backcourt. He's just hounding Volkovic all the way up the floor. And Calgary's had a better second half here as well. For this half, Calgary's 5 out of 10. Racers 8 out of 13 for 61%, so they continue to make it look easy here. So to set the starting five, or the five that's on the floor right now, that's Shorter. Lost the ball. Taylor's going to try to defend this break. Brock Weiss may have committed the foul there. Was it Taylor? And then Javon Jackson is on the floor as well for the Racers. They've been going at it for a little bit here, as Matisse Corbin will check in for the Racers. Corbin, the first French player to ever play for the Murray State Racers, checks in, and Lane Taylor comes out of the game. Taylor's got 3 points, 3 rebounds, and a pair of assists. Corbin comes in. He's got 5 points, and 1 assist. Sabalaskas makes the free throw there to make it a 77-47 game. So on the floor for the Racers, Lachlan Crate, Javon Jackson, Matisse Corbin, Braden Shorter, and Brock Weiss. So Jackson running the point for the first time today, and Shorter steps back and rips a 3. His second of the day. Braden Shorter out of Washburn University, Division II in Kansas, record-setting three-point shooter. There's a nice move down the lane there for Martin Sabalaskas. And 1 coming there. Weiss is going to come out. Fred King comes back in. He's having a great game with 19 points, 8 out of 12 from the field, 3 out of 4 from the free throw line, and 8 rebounds, 1 assist, and he's suffered no turnovers. So the three-point play by Sabalaskas makes it an 80-48 game in favor of the Racers. First of 3 games here in the Bahamas, and we're glad to bring these games to you through Murray State Athletics. Racers turned it over there, and Jackson got ripped, and no foul called, out of bounds on him. He got body checked down there on the collision by Sabalaskas. So the Dinos keep the ball. And Coach Ryan Miller's been running them in and out quickly today. So Shorter and Jackson come out, and Tenner and Ford come back in. The versatility of this Racer roster is at a high level. There's a lot of things they can do. They've got the guards, they got the bigs, and they got everybody in between. And they got several options. The Racers get it across. Corbin drives in and slams it for Fred King. What a great dish by Corbin, and a great catch and dunk by Fred King. He's got 21. Corbin playing on the corner against Jordovic. Then down the lane for Sabalaskas. They've got him involved, and he's a heck of a player too. Martin Sabalaskas from Vilnius, Lithuania. He's got 15 on 6 out of 8 from the field now. And that'll bring us to the under-12 media timeout. 11-12 to go in this one. Murray State leading Calgary 82-52. Summer League basketball from Nassau, Bahamas. Dave Winder with you. And we'll be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Eastern for Game 2 as the Racers take on Raw Talent Elite out of the Bahamas. We'll be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time, and we'll have a good time seeing some Murray State basketball in the summer. The best part about the day has been the play of the Racers, but it's also been the constant stream of staff guys we've had come over. And we're going to welcome in Jack Seltsam with us right now. He's the Director of Operations for Murray State basketball. How you doing?
Dave, what's up, man?
Man, isn't this great? I mean, I'm excited about what this looks like for our fans back home, because everybody's kind of watching this and seeing 15 new guys running around on the floor and just seeing what the Racers have got. This is really incredible.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely a great experience for our team. And obviously a first year of a program, you know, we got 15 new players and a ton of new staff members that hadn't been together. So being able to do this trip, have the 10 practices, couple practices down here, play 3 games, you know, hopefully gives us a big, edge on everybody else, because we can, you know, test some things out, experiment a little bit. And just playing a game-like setting, regardless of the opponent's good.
Yeah, when you're not playing a scrimmage against yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
We've done scrimmages with officials quite a bit here, but it's not the same when you're playing your teammates.
No doubt. These guys are hoopers. They want to play games, you know. The practices have been really good, and that's the one thing about this summer that's been good. You know, you can go about 10 practices, about, you know, 2.5 hours, 3, and, you know, they're really competitive. I thought the guys did a great job handling it, but you could tell by the end they're ready to play somebody else. And
yeah,
it's been fun seeing them play today.
Well, when Fred King sets a screen, he blocks out the sun.
I'll tell you what, when he goes up for a dunk, just that last one he had, whatever possession or two ago, he is a big dude. He is a big dude, and he's played really well today.
Yeah, he has. He's going to play well in the Missouri Valley Conference, I think.
No doubt.
Tell me about Tristan Ford a little bit. He's in there right now. He's the freshman from Chicago Prep Academy for Rockford, Illinois.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about him. He's a quick one, and he's got a lot of upside too, doesn't he?
No, his future's really bright, really talented, lefty, really smooth scorer. I think he can play the one, probably play a little bit more off the ball this year to help him out and alleviate some pressure, but can really shoot the ball. That was the one thing, you know, we recruited him, you know. You knew he was athletic, could guard, can take people off the dribble, get to the rim, but his shooting ability is a lot better than I thought. And, you know, guys like him, you know, Lockie Crate obviously played good today, Matisse as freshmen. These are huge for them just to get game-like reps against college players.
It's really, really valuable, that's for sure. 82-54 Racers here. We've dipped down to the 11-minute mark to go here. Can it really be that Jack Seltsam arrived at Murray State in 2017?
Yeah, it's crazy.
From Dayton, Ohio?
Me, you, and E. Fred, man. Oh, good play.
Wow, beautiful. Lachlan Crate gets up high and throws it down.
I don't know if he's missed a shot today.
Earlier he was 4 for 4. Let's see what he was.
Yeah, 6 for 6. Probably
6
hadn't
for
populated.
6. Yeah,
Maybe 7 for 7.
I think they've all been dunks.
He's been really good. He just plays so hard. Like
he really does.
You know, obviously he came here later because of, you know, playing with his country in New Zealand and the FIBA deal. But man, like, playing hard's a skill, and you know, some guys are gamers, better in practice. You know, he struggled some in the summer. He came here late, you know, but man, he's played really well today.
Yeah, he looks like he's been playing with us for a little while.
Yeah,
doesn't he?
Yeah. He's got a good body. You know, he's like 220. You know, got a big chiseled frame, strong. He just plays really hard, man. Good deflection. How's this been for you commentating? Take you back to your old days, huh?
A little bit, yeah. I haven't done a play-by-play for basketball since the old Racer Network days, which was prior to ESPN Plus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What year was that?
Well, that was like 14, 15, 16. No, it was before that. It was like 10, 11, 12, 13.
Those are some good years to call them.
Oh, they were. They were great years. And we only did road games.
This guy doesn't miss. Man,
Lachlan Crate, have a day, buddy. How many times, I don't care if it's a pickup game, and you go 7, is that 6 for 6, 7 for 7? It hasn't changed on the stats.
I don't think it's populated yet.
Yeah, 7 for 7.
Wow.
And he's 1 for 1 now from three-point range. Lachlan Crate, the freshman from New Zealand. See, Crate's hometown is Fielding, New Zealand. Yeah, we were in the airport and we were joking about his accent.
It's strong.
It is strong.
It's strong.
And I was trying to teach him how to say some words like he's from the South. So, and he was picking it up pretty good. We'll have him right before too long, you know.
Yeah. He's played really well today, man. That's the good thing about it. You know, you get to play all the guys, and they get all split minutes, and you know, that's the one thing that I think watching today, our bench has been really engaged, you know, cheering for one another, and that's what it's about. It's all about, you know, Murray State winning. Guys hadn't been selfish and, you know, sulking and caring about their minutes and points. They've been really invested in the, you know, teammates.
Well, and the depth of this team is going to be one of the huge assets, the way this team can play, right? I mean, when you can play deep, you can play fast if you want. And somebody gets tired, you get them out of there.
No question. That makes it difficult on the coaching staff. You know, obviously you can't play 15 guys once November 3rd comes around. So it's a good problem to have. You know, you can definitely play a lot of guys and keep guys fresh, but well, it's good too. You want competitive.
Yes, you do. You have to have competition every day.
Yep.
I mean, a random Monday practice has to be competitive.
No doubt.
Besides, if you're not being competitive, you're just wasting your time.
That's one thing Coach Miller preaches. You know, everything we do is a winner and loser. You know, there's a winner. Every team drill, practice is a winner and loser. So let's go play by Calgary there.
Yeah, it was good play there. 87-60 for the Racers. We dip under the 8-minute mark here with Jack Seltsam, Director of Operations. They were trying to double team Lane Taylor over there.
I'll tell you what, these media timeouts go quick, don't they?
Well, they're only 90 seconds.
Yeah.
Normally we've got like 210, 215.
Yeah.
That's the difference here. And this is like old time radio. It used to be Major League game, you'd go on the air at pregame and you wouldn't go off the air until you were done.
Oh, yeah.
And we haven't taken any commercial breaks.
Oh, wow. How about that?
I mean, I took maybe 5 minutes at halftime just to get a drink of water, but it's been great. So before we let you go, just talk a little bit about how your area is now Director of Basketball Operations, and just tell the fans what are your duties and what you do.
Yeah, you know, I was a video coordinator the last 3 years, but I still did a lot of operations stuff. Still doing all that same stuff, but a little less video. But you know, Fred does. He's the guy. He handles all the travel for us. You know, myself and Ernie assist where it's needed. But I help out with that. Obviously, run all our camps and just a lot of administrative stuff back in Murray, kind of handle. And you know, as the season goes along, I'll do some scouting stuff, get more basketball. But it's been hectic for me, to say the least, since April. You know, with all these visits and getting new players into school, 15. I mean, it's just a lot. It's just a lot when you got a whole new team. So, but it's been good, man. You know, it's a great staff to work for. Really appreciate it.
And you guys are already recruiting for the next to the next.
That's the thing about recruiting. It never ends. It never ends. You're on to the next class, and we'll host visits here. And when we get back in August and September and trying to field the 26th class, so it never ends, baby.
You're living that basketball life, man.
Yep. It's been great. Basketball, Bahamas, you know, Murray State, obviously a special program. Been great to be a part of it. And man, what a gorgeous resort. I mean, this is awesome.
I want to come back here for a regular season event.
That'd be cool. They host that MTE.
Yep.
Had Baylor, St. John's, Tennessee, and Virginia last year in this ballroom. Had a really good field.
The photographer in me walks into any gym and I immediately assess the lighting.
Yeah.
And I walked in here and I went, okay, okay, this is good. So you start with the good lighting.
Me and you, Dave, you know, over the last 8 years I've been here, I've had some good conversations about some old schools in our league about their lighting in their gym, haven't we?
Oh yeah. I won't call them out now.
We're not going to name them. We're alive, but me and you have had plenty of conversations.
Oh man, I used to just hate that bad lighting. It's just like, well, the old saying is, no one can get a good picture in the dark.
No, you can't.
And if you don't have a good light, you can't get good pictures.
I'll tell you what, you got the best seat in the house. I'd watch all 3 games like this all the time.
Oh man, this has been great. It's been great. I'm so happy that we were able to work it out. Thanks to Nico Yanko, our athletic director, for working this out. And we just been kind of it's almost like an open mic. Hey, just stop by and you could do some color on a game.
Yeah, no, actually,
that's a great back door there.
It's a good back door.
JJ Traynor to Tristan Ford.
You can tell Tristan, you know, the way he guards, gets in the stands. He's really athletic.
Yeah, he's as quick as a hiccup.
Yeah, he is.
No question.
What have any technical difficulties today? Been all smooth?
It's all been good.
We've
got a great production company here, led by John Nutt, and he believes that he's a cousin of the great Murray State football coach Houston Nutt.
Really?
Because his family goes back to the state of Arkansas, and that's where Coach Nutt grew up. So
small world, man.
He said he goes, we wouldn't know each other. He goes, but I think we might be cousins.
Oh, really?
in some fashion. So yeah. 10th Year Senior is the name of the production company, and they're the guys on camera today.
They do a good job.
Really been good. I really pleased with what they've got here, and just imagine our fans back home right now watching the games and getting to know these guys. October 18th, that's the exhibition game at Xavier. That'll be the first time. It'll still be a game that doesn't count, but that'll be against Xavier in Cincinnati on October the 18th, and then I'm really excited about going up to Sioux Falls November 3rd for that game against Omaha.
Oh, it'll be good, man. You know, Omaha's, people don't, like, our fan base doesn't know, Omaha's good. I mean, they won their league last year.
They were in the NCAA tournament last year.
Won the NCAA, you know, we're in the NCAA tournament, returned a lot of guys. I mean, one of their guys I know, their best player last year went to LSU. So Coach Crutchfield over there does a good job, won the Summit League, and we're going to have our hands full, you know. Obviously, it's super cool playing in Sioux Falls for Coach Miller, being back in his home state along with Ernie, and, you know, appreciative of the Field of 68, Jeff Goodman and Rob Doster inviting us. Be a big-time game on a neutral floor against a good opponents.
Yeah, really look forward to that. And then the home opener, November the 7th, gets Mississippi Valley. Fans remember 2 years ago, SMU came to Murray State. We postponed that game last season, and then we go to Dallas to take on SMU November the 11th, and then back home against Nichols and Little Rock right before we go to Cayman Islands. So I'm ready,
tough,
man.
It's a tough schedule. I'm looking at it right now. You got it on that piece of paper. It's tough, man. People don't know, like, McNeese State was really good. Obviously got a whole new team, new staff. George Washington's really good, and Middle's always good. I mean, it's going to be a tough schedule for sure. But that's what you want. At Murray State, you know, you should be playing good teams. You know, with the net the way it is in the Quad 1, Quad 2 games, you want to try and play as many good opponents as possible, hopefully on neutral courts, to be able to help your net if you can win those games.
And that's what Ryan Miller has talked about, is building the schedule so that the racers can be considered for a at-large bid if it comes to that.
Yeah, I mean, you've been here, you know, I've been here. People don't want to come to Murray. You're not getting good opponents to come to Murray, so you know, obviously it's a little tough to get to, but you know, you got to be able to travel a little bit, play them on neutral sites. Let's go move there.
Great drive by Braden Shorter, and then he makes the steal, pokes it to King. There's Lane Taylor off the rim, and then Traynor almost got a steal after that.
Yeah, that's the one thing, you know, we missed a lot of open shots today. I don't think the percentage of how we shot today from three is indicative of the shooting ability of our team. You know, Lane and Braden, two of our better shooters, because Braden shoots one there. They've gotten some good looks that they've just missed, but,
well,
you know,
and it gets a little ragged sometimes.
Yeah,
you know,
in these type of games, it gets up and down.
Kind of games.
Yeah, like that. That's a perfect example.
That's a little ragged. Well, we had that stretch in the first half. It was like 2 minutes, and I don't think anybody had possession of the ball.
Oh, yeah.
For more than 5 seconds.
Yeah, it can look like a pickup game sometimes.
You know. But looking at the racers here, shooting 57%.
That's better than I thought. 9 of 26 from three, 35%. That's pretty good.
57% in the second half, too. Hit 5 out of 10 from three-point range here in the second half.
Yeah.
So that's good, too. Just really great to see Fred be able to come back home.
That's a good execution.
Boy, did you see that pass from Lane Taylor inside to Traynor for the reverse dunk?
Yeah, it was a little cross-screen play we run.
The timing on that was just incredible. And Calgary, the racers were pressing. Calgary beats the press.
Yeah, it's not very good defense there.
Bucket by Beckett Johnson there.
I'll tell you what, Calgary, I'll give them credit. They're playing really hard. They're really competing.
Well, they've got a great program.
We mentioned they've had success for sure.
9 appearances in the Canadian National Tournament. 1 national championship in 2018 for Coach Dan Van Horen. He's in his 26th season.
Yeah, been there a long time. I talked to him a little bit.
Yeah, he's built the program. I was talking to him a little bit before the game. And they've got a tradition, too. So this is a good trip for them, too.
Yeah, I think they've started doing it the last couple of years. I know they played Louisville last year, and you know, their off days they're not playing us in Nevada. They're practicing here, so it's a good summer tour for them, and for them to be able to play Division I college schools is obviously a good opportunity.
Yep. So Matisse Corbin, he's very athletic. I think he's going to be great.
No question. I mean, we did a vertical test before we came down here, and I think he was the highest. Our strength coach Jason said it's like 38, 39 inches. A lot more athletic than he looks.
Yeah, and a lot taller than he looks too.
And that's a guy, like, obviously he's international guy, but like he's played against professional basketball players. He's played against talent, and he's got a leg up compared to most freshmen coming in.
Well, and that's the thing about the international players is they tend to have more opportunities to play at the national level than you can here in the States.
Yeah, no doubt.
And they usually come in as 20-year-old freshmen instead of 17, 18.
Yep, a lot more mature.
A lot of times.
A lot more mature, playing against better players. And that's like all the people at home. You get better playing better competition.
You certainly do. Certainly do.
I've been out here a long time. We've talked a long time.
Well, you've been the best commentator with me today.
You know what's crazy? I actually wanted to be a sports broadcaster growing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Whenever I retire, I'd like to do, analyst work.
Well, maybe we do some ESPN Plus games. We could just like hook a mic and headset up over there on the bench with you.
Yeah, I could do Coach Turner's games, whatever you need me to do.
Just say, Jack, how did you see it over there?
Yeah. I don't know if you've been around me on the bench during games. I don't know if you want that.
All right, Jack Seltsam, Director of Operations here, longtime racer.
Yep.
Thanks for coming by,
buddy. Appreciate it, Dave. Have fun.
We'll probably grab him another time before this one's over. As you look at some of the highlights here from the second half of this one, it's the first of 3 games for the racers here in the Bahamas at the Baha Mar Resort. And we're in this just beautiful arts and entertainment center here with just thousands of square feet. And there's an art gallery down the way. And it's just an amazing place. This whole resort here has just been great. And we've had a great time here with the racers, and we're going to have our next guest. I guess will be our last in-game guest today. Alex Robinson Jr. is going to step in with us here. He's one of our graduate assistants. Just go and put that on there, and we'll welcome him to the broadcast here. Alex is Mansfield, Texas is the hometown, right?
Mansfield, Texas. Fort Worth, Texas, to be exact.
Fort Worth, and played at Texas A&M to start, and then went to TCU. So welcome to Racer Nation, buddy. It's great to have you here as a graduate assistant. Your first thoughts about what you're seeing here today?
I think it's great. I think the guys are super excited, probably a little bit anxious to get out here. We've been battling against each other for a while now, all summer. So I think, honestly, it's just a big relief for everybody that we get to come out here and beat up on somebody else and not on each other.
The level of competition on this team is just incredible. And like yesterday, the team goes scrimmage. You guys scrimmage maybe 5 minutes. You played like 3 little short games, didn't you?
Right.
Was it 3 games to 9 or 10 or whatever it was? And gosh, Brock is flying around out here. We thought he had a concussion, but he was okay. He's flying around out here, and it's just, boy, it's physical.
Yeah, Coach Miller does a great job of teaching toughness. So all of our practice are very hard-nosed, and I mean, you can just see it out here right now, just how tough and hard we play every possession down the court on offense and defense. So it's great to see the things that we worked on, the things that Coach Miller preaches about, the toughness, the grit, the grind that these guys they're putting it on the court right now.
Kings up to 22 points, having a great game. 9 out of 13 from the field, 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. And another one here. That's good. 23 points for Fred. He's going to come out. Man, he looks like he's in incredible shape, and he's ready to rock this season, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's had a great summer as well. Coach has done a really good job of pushing Fred, making sure that he doesn't settle. And Fred wants it. We're back at his home now. And I mean, honestly, I'm super excited for Fred also.
Well, he was trying to shed just a few pounds there, but that's and it wasn't like a lot. They just want to lose 10 pounds. Yeah. Get him down to around 250 instead of 265. But man, he looks like he's ready to play. And when you think about, we had Jordan on and Mardrakas talking about offense, and you've been here for a little bit. Just tell us a little bit, just the philosophy of the way the racers want to play offense.
We just want to get up and down. We have a lot of good sets, but that's not necessarily what we want to do. We want to create turnovers. We want to be able to run, play exciting basketball, be fast-paced, and just really put on a show for the fans. I mean, because the Racer Nation, I've heard so many great things about them, and that's what they deserve, is to be able to see fun, winning basketball, and that's what I feel like Coach Miller and the staff are going to bring this year.
So when you found out you were going to be able to come to Murray State, get your master's degree, first of all, what are you going to get your master's in? What are you going to study?
I'm going to study mass communications.
Okay.
I was blessed to have an opportunity to commentate for ESPN one game, and I really loved it. So I figured after coaching, hopefully I could just jump into being over here on the sideline with you.
Okay, man. There we go. See, I'm looking for talent just like we are on the floor. See, so, but that's great. So you're at Murray State. So when you found out, hey, I got a chance to go to Murray State, what did you think of just about the program? Because you've been in Texas. How many countries did you play in as a pro for 5 years? 7?
7 or 8.
I think I was counting 7 or 8. So you've been around, but you get a chance to come to Murray State to get your master's. Just tell us about your thoughts about the program.
The program's been great. It's one of the top programs in the country, and if Racer Nation doesn't know that, I feel like that's known all around the country, and it's been nothing short of great since I've been here. So it's honestly just been a blessing that I've had the opportunity to come here and be under the staff that we have, and have the opportunity to kind of change things from the past few years of how things have gone. But I'm super excited. I know the coaches are super excited. I think the fans should be super excited. We have a lot of potential, and I think by the time the season starts, we'll be ready to go.
So we went on this boat tour, this dinner cruise the other night. That was fun. On the way to the boat, we were walking through the pool area, and I hear a young boy, he's maybe 10, 11 years old, and I hear his dad. We're all kind of walking single file, and I hear his dad say, "Where are they from?" And the boy says, "They're from John Morant School." And I thought, yep, it's still there. So when John was here, did you see some of what he was doing at Murray State? You're like, who is this kid?
Oh, for sure, because I think that was my senior year, and I was number 1 in assists. He was number 2, and then it would fluctuate, and he would be number 1, and I was number 2. And I'm like, hey, guys, look, y'all got to make shots today, because I'm number 2 now, and I'm trying to beat this guy. And then I remember watching this game versus Alabama. I was like, it's going to be tough to beat him out. And ultimately, I did it. He took the top spot.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go back and look at some of my game notes, because I'm sure I had a little box keeping up with the assist leaders, and you were probably listed in my game notes. But yeah, that was something else. And so you were at TCU. You didn't want none of us. I'm just telling you right now. With Shaq Buchanan on the team and others, man, we were.
I know Shaq. Shaq was a great guy too. Super athletic, great shooting guard. I mean, between him and John Morant, I feel like that duo was probably, and I'm sure it was. I'm sure they won the OVC that year.
Have you seen one of the Bounce Bros T-shirts around anywhere?
No, I haven't.
We had T-shirts, Bounce Bros, and I think it was Justin Kimbrough who did a caricature of Shaq and Ja on the shirt, and it just said Bounce Bros.
Oh, hey.
And it was like a highly sought after T-shirt. I never got one, but I would love to have one. That was like
I feel like you should just kind of just
keepsake.
They should just give you one just because you're you know.
You know, they should. They should, Alex. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by. We're about ready to wrap this one up. Coach Miller's going to come over, and I just really think our fans are going to enjoy watching our guys because they're going to be seeing a lot of them at CFSB Center, man. So thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. All right, Alex Robinson Jr., one of Murray State's graduate assistants, and he was a great player at TCU and played in the G League for several teams, played in Austria, New Zealand, played in Europe. As we wrap this one up here with under 30 seconds to go here in exhibition game number 1 in the Bahamas. Murray State up 103 to 77, and that'll probably be the final here as Javon Jackson just dribbles it out here. 103-77 as the Racers will win the first exhibition here against the University of Calgary Dinos. 103-77 the final score. And this was a big day for this team to be able to play somebody other than themselves and just see what we've got. And I think everybody can agree that the future is very bright for head coach Ryan Miller and the Murray State Racers. Coach Miller is going to join us momentarily, and also Fred King, who of course is coming home here to the Bahamas and Nassau, and locally here he's a quite well-known basketball player, and we're going to do a little interview with him too. So we're just going to stay on the air here for a little while and get Coach Miller here in just a moment. So while we're waiting on that, I'll go ahead and go across the box score here and just kind of divide this thing up and see what we've got. For the game, the Racers 40 out of 71 from the field for 56%. I'm sorry, that's Calgary. 40 out of 71, 56%. Racers 27 out of 59, 46%. Now wait a minute, this is flipped on the team comparison here. All right, let's start. How about we start over here? Let's first start with the Murray State Racers. 40 out of 71 for 56%. The Racers went 5 of 11 in the second half from three-point range and ended up shooting 45% on 9 out of 27. So they really raised that three-point percentage mark from the first half. And the Racers go 14 of 18 from the free throw line for 77%. And they out-rebounded Calgary 44-23. By the way, you can, another good thing about this is you've got live stats on GoRacers.com that you can follow along as well. I'm sure you are. Racers had 27 assists against only 11 turnovers today. So that is an excellent mark there as well. And then for Calgary, 27 out of 59, just a tick below 46%. And they shot 59% in the second half, 17 out of 29. From three-point range for the game, 6 out of 21 for 29% for the Dinos. And for the free throw line, 89% on 17 of 19. The Dinos really kind of shorted up in the, what they have in the first half. As far as they had 8 turnovers in the first half, ended up with 15 for the game, but the Racers only turned it over 11 times, so that was good. And for Murray State, Fred King has the big day, coming home to his home country of the Bahamas. 9 out of 13 from the field. He took 1 3-pointer in the first half, missed that. He won't be taking many of those. And he was 5 out of 6 from the free throw line with 11 rebounds, so a double-double of 23 and 11 for Fred King. Also tossed in 3 assists and only had 1 turnover. Racers put 5 in double figures today. 15 points each from Lachlan Crate and J.J. Traynor. Traynor was 6 out of 9 from the field. And 1 out of 3 from three-point range. And he hit both of his free throws today. Had 6 rebounds, so he wasn't far from a double-double himself with a couple of assists. And Crate off the bench was perfect today. 7 of 7 from the field, including 1 3-pointer. He did miss a free throw. He was 0 for 1 from the free throw line. And had a couple of rebounds. Braden Shorter scored 11 off the bench. He was 3 out of 6 from three-point range. And the other double-figure scorer for the Racers was Mason Miller. Mike's his dad. Mason Miller, 10 points, 4 out of 8, 1 out of 5 from three-point range with 3 rebounds. And for Calgary, the big game today was by Martins Sabalaskis, who was really good in the second half. He was 8 out of 12 for the game for the field. 2 out of 5 from three-point range, and perfect from the line in 4 tries for 22 points to lead the Dinos. Had a rebound and 4 assists. And then the guard that they had, Miranda Dhaliwal, 17 points for him. 6 out of 13, 2 out of 5 from the three-point line with a couple of assists. So the Racers win this one here, 103-77. And I tell you what, I'm going to take a break here just for a minute. And when Coach Miller comes back and Fred King, we will be on the air with those interviews. But we'll keep it here and take just a little bit of a break and come back with Coach Miller and Fred King. Your final score here once again today, Murray State 103, Calgary 77, first of 3 games in the Bahamas for the Murray State Racers. We'll take a break now and be back in just a moment with those interviews. Okay, we're back here courtside at the Baha Mar Resort, the Arts and Entertainment Convention Center here. And man, what a day to be here. What a day for Fred King right here. Had an incredible day. You see the stat sheet there. I thought you played very well, Fred, today. I guess, first of all, let's just talk about what was it like to be out there playing against somebody other than your teammates?
It feels good, man. It gets boring banging up against the same people every time, but it was a good way to like get our comfort zone and play like different matchups.
Tell me about your team. It's deep.
Our team, we have great talent from 1 to 15. Everybody could be like an all-league player, and I've known a couple of them, and we're like really like brothers already, even though like it's a whole different team. Like we just learning to get to know each other, and it's going good so far.
I think it is too. I've gotten to know all of you a lot better. When you get away from the basketball court, that seems to be when we get to know each other a lot better, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the competition on this team, because sometimes it takes my breath away when you guys go full speed, like yesterday in practice, and man, you played like 3 little games and very, very highly competitive. So talk about that competition on this team.
Yeah, but Coach Miller, like, his big motto is, like, compete, like, find a way. No matter, like, how hard we go, we got to find a way to, like, to win. So, like, it's all about, like, building a motor and just pushing it. We trying to be the fastest team on the court and let it fly.
I was really excited when Ryan Miller got the job, and then I hear Fred King, and then I hear Mason Miller coming from Creighton with him. Just tell us about how all that went down, and just you know, once you got here, you probably go, oh, okay, this Murray State thing's going to be all right.
So after Coach Miller got the job, me, Ben, and Mason. So we were together my freshman
Ben
year.
too. I can't leave Ben out. Yes.
Yeah, we were together my freshman year, and we were like, shit, we got 1 year left, so let's try to go someplace where we could be together. And thank God Coach Miller got it, and we already know off rip. Like, as soon as we went on the Wizard, all of us committed.
Well, just tell us about Coach Miller a little bit, and just your relationship with him, and why that was a no-brainer to come over to Murray State for your last season.
Coach Miller is a really good guy. He's really caring. He even got on the 7-seater plane to go see my family down in Andros, and he really cares for people, and he's someone you can trust because you know he got your back no matter what.
Yeah. And then just this whole feeling of you coming home, I could just sense when we left Murray and we drive to Nashville and we fly to Atlanta and then on, just the anticipation of you walking off the plane here in the Bahamas. Just tell us about the whole coming back home thing.
It feels good to be back home. I don't really get to go home a lot. Like, at Creighton, I would only go home like once a year, so it feels good to be home back to back. So it's just nice to show out in front of people, like my family and like people who don't really know me yet from the Bahamas, just being able to represent. So, yeah.
You went to Gibson, I guess, Davis High School, and then Gibson High School here in the Bahamas. Just tell us about those high school days. I saw some film of you, actually. You look like you could play guard.
Those days were really fun, you know, coming from the island. A lot of those guys, they're on like the Bahamas team now, so I saw a couple of them and we were like dapping up each other, laughing and stuff. So like being able to see them is really nice too.
Yeah. So when we play the next 2 days, are you going to be playing against some guys you know?
Yes, sir.
Can you name some of those guys? Is it tomorrow or is it?
His nickname is Woody. Ray Smith. I think Ray about to play now. There's a couple other people.
So several guys that you know are going to be here.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we'll let you go here in just a second, but maybe just sum up how happy you are to be playing for Coach Miller and playing at Murray State.
Yeah. I'm really happy. You know, I'm happy that y'all allowed me to come here and just accept me. Like, I go to Walmart and stuff, like, people already know me. I'm like, y'all didn't even see me play yet. So, like, all that love, I really appreciate it, and let's do great things.
All right, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Good game today, too. All right.
Yes,
all right. We'll let Fred go then. He's got people to see here. And then we'll get Coach Miller back here in just a second. In the meantime, my laptop keeps going asleep on me, so I lose my live stat feed. You want to go ahead and have a seat? I'll talk to you later. Yes.
Do this.
There we go. Let's do it. Yeah, we're live on the air, Coach. Oh, sweet. Let's get you just a little bit there. There we go.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. Just watching some highlights here from the day for the Racers in this first game against Calgary. Head coach Ryan Miller here now. Just sum it up, man. It was great to play somebody, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good to play somebody other than ourselves, for sure. You know, there's a lot of good things that happened out there. Get to play a lot of guys. You know, there's a lot of things we need to work on as we go through this process.
Yep. What are some of the things you liked, and some of the things that list of things you want you want to make sure you work on?
Yeah, I mean, just looking over the stat sheet, we were able to get 71 field goal attempts to their 59. So obviously, when you can get more field goal attempts at the hoop than your opponent, that's always a good thing. We were active on the offensive glass, which we've been preaching. We turned them over a bit more than we turned the ball over. So those type of analytic numbers that we really try to focus on. And then we need to shoot the ball a little better, and we need to transition from full court defense to our half court defense a little bit better. It wasn't great today.
And then speak a little bit about Fred coming back home here. He said you got on a little plane and went back to his home, right?
Yeah, I recruited him it'd be 4 years ago now, or 5 years, whatever that was, when I was assistant at Creighton. Went to his island in Mangrove Cay. You get on a puddle jumper from Nassau here. Yeah.
He mentioned how much that meant to him that you did that.
Yeah, so it was a great experience. Got to go see his dad, talk to his dad, and I think it really helped us develop the relationship we needed to have him as a really good player at Creighton and now here at Murray State.
And I'm sitting over here just kind of watching things, and I'm watching the staff and the team. You're building something here, and do you ever step back and go, we've gotten all that done in 4 months? I just think it's an amazing job you guys have done.
Yeah, it's a credit to, we have to get the staff. So we have staff that believes, and they have a lot of buy-in. And then that staff and myself, we were able to get the guys that we really wanted to, whether it's a portal or high school kids or international kids, that wanted to be Murray State racers and would represent us in the right way. And there's a lot of things we need to clean up, but the character of our guys and the staff we have assembled is pretty special. And we do look back and it's pretty good memories of how we've built this in a short amount of time. With number one, the people that we have.
Yeah. And then just to go back to that day we introduced you, what a big day that was for you.
Yeah.
And here you are now a head coach. This has got to be just extremely satisfying this point in your career. I think you always knew you were going to be a head coach at some point. It just had to be the right place, and we're so glad that it's here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I appreciate that, Dave. But, you look at it, and I've been lucky and fortunate to coach with really good people. And through coaching with Coach Calipari's and the Alfords, who's actually here right now at this event, and they're playing in the same event we are right now with Nevada. Coaching with these type of guys and the Dixons and the McDermotts I've been really fortunate to be able to garner a lot of knowledge through those experiences and all the players that we've had in the past, and then to get an opportunity like Murray State, because you sit back and you try to, as a head coach with this, or assistant coach with this changing landscape of the NCAA, you have to make sure it's the right one that fits you, your personality, and has a chance to win. Nico, the administrations, the passionate fans of Murray have made it a place where it's a place you can win now with college basketball, even though there's been dynamic shifts in the landscape of college basketball. So those things you look for, and I'm fortunate to be here and be the caretaker and caregiver of this program with rich history with the players and the staff and the coaches that have come here before us. So we're just trying to honor that every single day.
And boldly we go into the 25-26 season.
Yep, it's right around the corner.
Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it, yes, thank you.
Thanks for tuning in. Thank you.
All right, we'll let Coach go here then, and we'll get back to just try to wrap this up. Thanks to all the guys in the production unit for staying on here, and thanks to all of you for watching as well as the Racers play this first game against Calgary, and they get the 103-77 win. We are on the air tomorrow at the same time we were today, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, as the Racers will be taking on the raw elite talent of Bahamas. And then on Wednesday, it's Bahamas Select that we will be taking on. So speaking for all of our guys that put this together, this is Dave Winder saying so long from Nassau. We'll see you tomorrow.